Okay, my wonderful writers, how did you get on? Did you manage to write some of those O words down? Did you manage to remember your digraph for how to write the O sound down? Oh, I bet you did. Do you know how I know, guys? Because we've been doing quite a lot of writing recently, haven't we? And you have been doing such a brilliant job of using your sounds to help you write your words down. So I've got no doubts that you've had a really good go at that one. Now, you might have noticed that that job was just a little one, and that's because there are two parts to our phonics today. Part number one was writing. Now, can you remember what's the other thing that we use our phonics to help us to do? We use it to help us to write, but we also use it to help us to read. Those are the two most important jobs of our phonics, to help us read and write. So we've practiced writing. It's time to practice reading. Now, we're going to practice our reading today by playing a game, and I think, or I hope, it's going to be a game that you're going to really enjoy. Are you ready to hear what it is? Now, just remind me, who is our main character for our story this week? Superworm. And what kind of worm is he? Is he a normal worm, or is he a bit of a superhero worm? He's a bit of a superhero, isn't he? And do you know what we're going to turn ourselves into now? We are going to turn ourselves into reading superheroes, or super readers, you might like to call yourselves. Now, the last picture I got you to write the name down of was of a, can you remember? It was red, and it's something that you put around your neck and it floats out behind you. And superheroes tend to like to wear these. It was a cloak, wasn't it? Now, let's just have a quick look at how we write cloak down. So, we've got our K, O, O. So there's our new digraph making our O sound. And then a K at the end. K, O, O, K. Cloak. Now, it seemed to me that it was a bit too much of a good coincidence that we had a superhero themed week with Superworm, and our sound today was O, and that superheroes wear cloaks. It seemed too good an opportunity to miss for us to get our cloaks on and turn ourselves into some super readers this morning. So, first thing you need to do for me, guys, is to find yourselves a cloak. Now, you might be luckier than me, and you might have some actual superhero cloaks around your house that you wear when you do your dressing up. Now, unfortunately, I haven't got any superhero costumes in my house, so I'm just going to use one of my favourite throws, which is this one, and I'm going to wrap it round my shoulders, and this is going to be... this is going to be my superhero cloak, okay? Now, it's nice and long because when I run around in a minute, I want it to be flowing out behind me like all good superhero cloaks do, okay? Once you've got your cloak ready, let's see if we can be some O super readers today. If you click onto the next card, you'll see that you've got a stack of words to look at. Have a look at each word one at a time, and you're going to read each word, okay? If the word has got an O sound in it, then you're going to zoom around the room like a superhero, and I want you to run as fast as you can. See if you can make your cloak float in the air for me. If you read a word and it hasn't got today's new sound in, it hasn't got an O sound in, then you're just going to stand still, rest, save that energy, ready for your next superhero flight. Okay, let me give you a quick example of what I mean. So, get your grown-ups to show you one word at a time on the screen. So, for example, here's our first word. What does this word say, guys? It's ooh, oh, ooh, oh, loaf. Well done. So you've read the word, which is brilliant. Now you need to think, has it got today's new sound in? Now, today's new sound is O. Could you hear O in loaf? L-O. Yes, it's there in the middle, isn't it? In the middle. So, what are you going to do for me? Zoom around the room with your cloak floating in the air behind you. Hey, super reading, you O super reader. Good job. Now, once you've read one word, come back to the screen and have a look at your next word. Now, read it carefully and then decide if it's got today's sound in. So this one says, oh, now I've got my trigraph here. Can anyone remember what our trigraph sound was? I. Well done. So we've got n-ite. N-ite. What word does it say? Night. Well done. Now, can you hear today's new sound in night? Can you hear O in there? No, it's got yesterday's sound in it, hasn't it? So, are you going to zoom around like a super reader, or are you going to stay still for this one? Stay still. Well done. We're only zooming around when we can hear O, so we can make our cloak float. Oh, it all fits together, guys, okay? Work your way through each of the cards in the stack. Fly if it's got an O, stay still if it hasn't. And then when you're finished, fill in the form for me and let me know how you got on with reading our new digraph today. Have fun, guys. Enjoy finding yourselves a snazzy cloak to wear. I might wear mine for a little while. It makes me feel quite special, my O cloak. Go and be super O readers for me and let me know how you get on.